So Gaz, Gift of Freedom, talk me through that. The bass line, where did that come from? He's got no fucking memory. Yeah, that's what he said. He said it was Eddie who come up with the bass line. Well, I've never known that for nearly 40 years. Isn't that a great thing? A really great thing. It was Eddie who ripped off Super Free. I always thought it was Gaza because I always naturally thought, well, Gaza was the one, wasn't he, that was into chic and into soul and funk and whatnot.
Unfortunately, it was me.
Unfortunately, it was me, Your Honour, guilty. That's a great song, absolutely great song. Gift of Freedom. Right, so a little bit about this next song, Arizona Sky. If you imagine, it's on the 4th album, but it would have been on the 3rd album, Flaunt Imperfection, when we were touring with Walter Carlos Santana on the west coast and in the mid area. Now, who the fuck put them two bands together? I do not know. I suspect we were on the same agency, right? We were on the same agency. FBI wasn't, or sort of fucking someone put it together. And all I suspect is somebody was whistling Black Magic Woman and somebody else was whistling Black Man Ray. And the boss person went, of course, put those two cats together. We'll have a Black Magic Man Ray. Now, it was fantastic. If you imagine, up to Flaunt the Imperfection, that's just Eddie and myself, still really very young men, we're only 22, so we're still writing about ourselves and our girlfriends and our friends and where we come from. By the time we toured Flaunt, we were doing What Price Paradise, we're starting to write places we've seen, you know, such travelogue kind of songs. You know, Simple Minds would have written I Travel, wouldn't they? Do you remember that? Galleries and blah, blah, blah. Well, we were exactly the same. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, Arizona Sky. At school when we were kids and took an instant dislike to each other. Only because we were both music mad, really, and we were the most music mad of all the kids in the school. Put the dates in, I was like, oh, you're shitting me, fucking hell. We've only just been and we did 2 nights, who the fuck's gonna come again? Synthesizer.